Good morning. It is 8:45-ish and I just finished a meeting early for once, which is awesome. But I've decided that I'm going to start vlogging today. Honestly, this is a decision or something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time now, but I was either lacking the time or the courage or both. So I just decided to go ahead and get started and hope for the best, really. But I'm Alex. I am a third year at UCLA, and this is my very first vlog. I'm also titling it Vlog Zero because I know that this is going to be very much kind of like a pilot, a bit more of a tester episode. And I'm just trying to give myself the freedom to know that this is not going to be a perfect first draft and not a perfect first time, obviously. But I do want to sort of honor the learning experience and know that I don't always have to start out strong every single time. So here's to learning and first times and imperfect starts. But yes, I'm excited, a little freaked out because I'm just very much not used to talking to a camera, but here goes nothing. I'll probably take more time to introduce myself later, but I actually have to leave in a little bit because I have a yoga class on campus that I want to get to. But before I go, I just wanted to stop and make note about why I'm vlogging and just kind of reground myself in the process. But I am a third year in college, and this is a very fun, exciting, low-key kind of scary time of my life. So I just want to make sure that I do have a record of this. So here's to nothing, and nice to meet y'all. Let's get started.
Feel like falling deeper. Colder nights 난 너무 싫어. 기다리기에는 너무 길어. 줬던 내 사랑이 식어. 기대만 하는 것도 난 힘들어. No, I can't, just can't. 가져 내 마음을. 놔줘 내 가슴을 다 바쳐 사랑하기엔 내 자신이 너무 걱정돼 바보 같은 생각이야 알아 멍청해 상상만으로도 좋은 상상만으로도 힘든 이중적인 면을 가지고 있어 사랑이라는 거 oh yeah baby can't you come with me can't you hold my hand and leave 근데 있잖아 너라면 다를까 생각이 들어 해볼까 말까 내 다리가 걸어 가는 방향이 어딘지 서로 궁금해져 버려 애써 맘 졸여 하늘만 보면서 언제쯤 알게 될까 너도 나와 같은 생각을 하고 있을까 한참을 멍하니 보다 보니 살짝 어두워진 색깔 불그스름한 노을의 때깔 상상만으로도 좋은 상상만으로도 힘든 이중적인 면을 가지고 있어 사랑이라는 거 oh yeah baby can't you come with me can't you hold my hand and leave I just wanna know what you're thinking wondering all day long not gonna do another pick and choosing you and me in this song 상상만으로도 좋은 상상만으로도 힘든 이중적인 면을
So I really like anything design or illustration related, but I will say that I sketch a lot, but that's usually sketches of places or of food. I really like drawing food, but I'm really bad at drawing people. And it's just a vicious cycle because I don't draw people because I'm not good at it, but I'm not good at drawing people because I don't draw people and I don't practice it. So one thing that I've decided that I want to take the time to do is to finally learn how to just get more comfortable with drawing people, maybe just action scenes and stuff like that. And honestly, it's been really fun. So now when I have time, I try, it's not very good, but I try my best to just get a few sketches in here and there. I try to do it every day. Sometimes it just doesn't work out schedule-wise. But yeah, that's something that I've been working on recently. And I've decided that anytime I make a vlog, I'm going to look at some of the clips, or maybe just take one clip from my vlog and use that as a reference to just try and practice a little bit and just get more back into the flow of illustrating and doing design and stuff. Because I do it a lot for my extracurriculars, but lately I've been in more sort of management positions, so I don't really get to take on many design projects anymore. Which is kind of a shame because that's something that I'm really passionate about. I'll say I'm passionate about it. I'm not particularly good at it, but that's why I'm practicing. And that's also kind of why I'm making this video and including this clip in this video, is because, I don't know, I just want to put my goals and my ambition out there and just have some record of it, as well as just a way to kind of hold myself accountable too. Because this is a skill that I don't have, but I've always been envious of. So I'm like, let's just try it, because who knows? And I think I could only get better. I think I could only get better. I couldn't be worse. I really couldn't be worse. So the only way is up. But yeah, I think that this will be fun because I now have video logs of my day, which is amazing. And I'm honestly really excited to get to editing this. I think it's gonna be so much fun. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best to also create a design to go along with these vlogs. Just silly little sketches that go with it, but also just kind of I guess maybe more of a static record of what I'm doing. Because of course I'll have a vlog, but then maybe I could have something to flip through a little bit faster. And maybe, I don't know, maybe I can print them out one day. I think that'd be kind of fun to collage them and stuff. Or maybe for my senior year, that'd be great. See, this is what happens. I start talking about something and then my mind goes into 20 different directions. But that's all right. But anyway, let's get started with my drawing. Honestly, I'll say I'm doing it on my iPad this time because I intend to transfer the sketch into Adobe Illustrator. That way I can play around with maybe some text, maybe some texture if I'm feeling a bit more ambitious. But yeah, so I'm doing it on Procreate now. But honestly, I do prefer doing it just with pencil and paper because I like the feel of it. I also feel a bit more connected with the process when I do it with pencil and paper. But again, in the interest of making this kind of bringing in a bit more of graphic design into it too, I think I'm just gonna stay with Procreate. Also, maybe, I also know there's a time-lapse feature, so maybe I'll use that. Maybe, we'll see. But either way, let's just get started. Let me shut up and get started. And I think I am gonna prefer, for practice purposes too, to be doing this with paper and pencil, or paper and pen, because when I do it on the iPad, then I start erasing too much and then I start overthinking. But whereas this is just like, okay, if you mess up, just move on to the next iteration of it. So I like that a lot better, and honestly I like the feel of it better too. So this is good, this is comfortable, we're going with this. So, I actually was not able to finish my design last night. I got a little bit busy with my other work, unfortunately, but I'm here to wrap it up today. So what I ended up doing last night was, after I was done with the sketching just on paper and pencil, or paper and pen, I moved it to Procreate, where I cleaned up the lines a little bit and then added color, because that's always fun. So I'm done with that part. That's exported now to my laptop, and so now I'm bringing everything to Adobe Illustrator. So like I mentioned before, I'm really making these designs, A, because I want to practice designing and illustration, but also because it's meant to be sort of a visual diary to accompany my vlogs. So for me, I really want to make sure that I get more text components in them. Specifically, I really want the date to be here, and to be kind of a pretty bold feature of the design too. So that's what I'm playing with around right now. I already decided that I kind of wanted to go with a pink, like a blushy pink background, because in the photo that I was referencing, which I should probably put up somewhere, maybe I'll throw it here, but in the photo that I was referencing for this particular illustration, I was wearing green, and I really, of course, I love that green, but I also want it to be against a backdrop that pops quite a bit. So I think I always love the classic green and pink combo. I think it's honestly pretty fun, very springy, a little bit watermelon-y. So that's what we're going for this time. So yes, I'm gonna move us over to Adobe Illustrator now. So I ended up going with writing it in Korean and then in this particular font. I think the kind of handwritten look, in my opinion, looks quite nice against this more structured serifed font. So we're gonna go with that. Not quite set on this color yet. It turns the color of the layer when I hover over it, but it's meant to be this darker magenta color. Not sure if I like that or if I want a bit more contrast. So I'm gonna keep playing with it, but I actually have to go to class now, so I'm gonna come back and work on this.